This is Fred Wall, the Visa Coach, and today's topic is more K1 visa mistakes, attempting to use a visitor visa as a shortcut to permanent residency.
VisaCoach, fast, easy, and personal.
I am Fred Wall, the Visa Coach, and I am known for the personal, one-on-one relationship that we share. That's you, me, and your partner as we work together as a team to overcome the many challenges of immigration. Don't risk your happiness. Don't go this course alone. Alone, it's far too easy to make mistakes that cause tears, delays, and expensive denials. Do well, just pick up the phone and speak with me directly. Well, so that you and I can get to know each other. And this is the free introductory consultation, I talk about later. If we are compatible, that'll be the beginning of our beautiful relationship to get you the immigration approvals that you need. Now, this is what two of my clients, Ryan and Ann, had to say. Ann comes from the Philippines, and I helped her get her Fiance Visa. My experience with Fred was quite positive. He was great at responding in a timely manner to questions regarding the K1 visa process and about the documents needed, as well as updating documents as the need arose. I can say that hiring him was a wise investment because it simplified the experience. I would highly recommend him. Well, thank you, Ryan and Ann. Now, let's talk about the mistake of attempting to use a visitor visa as a shortcut to permanent residency. I got a call from an American who wants to marry a lady from India. And I'm in the middle of explaining to him how fiancé and spouse visas work. And then, out of the blue, he tells me he doesn't need to know about that because his plan is that he's going to apply for a visitor visa for her, marry her in the USA, and then apply for her green card. He wants just to know how long it will take for her to get permanent residency. Golly, I thought we were on the same page, and then it went upside down. What he is planning is, simply put, immigration fraud. A visitor visa is by definition for a short visit, no more nor less. For him to plan to use the visitor visa for his girlfriend to stay permanently, is a misuse of the visa, and it's fraud. And be warned, U.S. immigration has always found any kind of fraud or misrepresentation, taken fraud or misrepresentation very seriously. But now, under President Trump, U.S. immigration has been given teeth to more strictly enforce and to punish those who violate U.S. immigration laws. Now, why are most visitor visas denied? Most visitor visas are denied because the consular officer suspects that the applicant is intending more than a short visit, that the applicant has immigration intent, basically the intent to remain permanently in the USA. If the applicant, is a fiancé or a spouse or a girlfriend or a boyfriend of an American, the consular officer assumes, they plan a life together in the USA. So his automatic conclusion that the applicant has immigrant intent leads to rapid denial. Now, such a visitor visa consular interview is often terminated, in seconds of its start. A visitor visa is not a way to have your love enter the USA to stay with you. The correct path is the fiancé or spouse visa. But what if you decide to, try for a visitor visa anyway? What then? Number one, expect the application to be denied. And if not, you have won the lottery. Number two, expect any answers or statements your love gives U.S. immigration to be recorded and saved permanently in his or her official record. And in the future, each time she or he applies for any kind of visa to the USA, the earlier statements will be reviewed and compared to new statements. Since the applicant knows that to admit a romantic relationship with an American likely results in visitor visa denial, the applicant might be tempted to deny the romantic relationship or even falsely claim to be already married with a spouse that will be left behind. Well, guess what happens then? Consular officers are well trained and have literally heard it all. 99% this applicant will be denied no matter what he or she says. But later, eventually, he or she may return to the same consulate and sometimes even to the same consular officer, this time applying for the more relevant fiancé or spouse visa. And now telling a story about a very long and bona fide relationship with the American love interest. Well, that was taking place before and after the visitor visa application. The consular officer compares timelines from the current tale and what was sworn to at the previous interviews. So he'll undoubtedly notice that during the earlier visitor visa interview, the person who the applicant so seriously in love with now, well, did not exist. But that was supposedly at the same time that she's talking about her current relationship. So once the consular officer reviews the record and finds the earlier contradictory statements, well, that's when, well, it hits the fan. And the likelihood of being granted any visa to the USA looks dim. He doesn't know if the current account is the truth or the earlier account was the truth. But what he does now know is that he cannot trust statements made by the applicant. Now, what if instead the applicant honestly answers all questions, including about his or her American love? Well, in that case, probably no harm, no foul. The record will show honest answers that won't conflict with future statements. Innocently applying for a visa that you aren't eligible for won't come back to hurt you. And typically, at the end of that kind of visitor visa interview, the consular officer will advise the applicant, well, you know what? You are not eligible for a visitor visa. Instead, the proper visa for you to apply for is a fiancé visa. So I look forward to meeting you again when you apply for that one. Now, what happens if the applicant applies again and again and again and is denied each time? Well, any foreigner can apply to visit the USA. And applying once honestly and answering all questions but not being approved is sadly quite common. And it usually does not raise a red flag. But applying again and again, especially in the face of repeated denials, is a big red flag. It shows an almost desperate intention to enter the USA. Now, Disneyland, the Grand Canyon, Broadway are all worth a visit, but no one is actually desperate to go there. If the applicant appears to be desperate in his attempts to enter the USA, then the officer will surely suspect something is off. And he will likely suspect that the real reason for such behavior is that the applicant has immigrant intent. Once he suspects this, he will deny accordingly and will probably add notes about his suspicion to the applicant's file that will follow his record for future attempts to apply for visas to the USA. Now, the key points I want you to remember are: 1, visitor visas are not available for those who plan to live permanently in the USA. The fiancé or spouse visas are the correct path for that. 2, honestly applying for a visitor visa once and being denied should not have any long-term negative effect. 3, applying for a visitor visa and providing dishonest answers may and probably will have long-term negative effects. And 4, applying multiple times for visitor visas and being denied may add suspicion to any future visa application. This was Fred Wall, the Visa Coach. Now please like or add your comments to this video, and then go to VisaCoach.com and sign up for the VisaCoach monthly newsletter. Each month it is full of tips and advice on immigration, and it's free of charge. And when you sign up, you get 2 free ebooks that I've written: 120 K1 Visa interview practice questions and 5 things you must know before starting your visa. Finally, when you are ready to get started, well, call for your free introductory consultation and speak with me directly.
Before starting your immigration adventure, before entering an arcane maze of rules, regulations, and procedures, before committing yourself to a risky path that could mean an end to your happiness, speak with the VisaCoach and ask for his free consultation. He listens to you to learn the red flags and strengths of your case, your eligibility and goals. He will suggest which visa is right for you, the best strategy to get it, and how soon your love can join you. The friendly advice and wisdom he'll freely share with you might make the difference between approval and denial, and could save you months or years of loneliness and separation. What have you got to lose? Book your free consultation today.